So hi everyone, thank you for joining us for this video. My name's Gemma and I am here with Mark. Just caught him while he was having a brew, so I joined him. So Mark's our chef here, but we thought we'd do this video just to share with you some exciting news, a new venture that we've got going on, and it's Pendleside Meals on Wheels. So very exciting. It launches on the 2nd of November.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I'm going to let Mark talk a lot more about it because he's the man who knows about it and who's doing it. So Mark, thank you for joining us for this, for this video and us at home. So how long have you worked at Pendleside as a chef?
I'm just coming up to my 14th year at Pendleside. Yeah, I thought when I first came here, I thought this would be good for a few years, and here I am 14 years later.
Brilliant.
But anyway, we're here to talk about the Meals on Wheels venture. So it's been in the pipeline probably for 3 or 4 years. We did a pilot scheme and it was very successful, but we just didn't really have the capacity to do that in the current kitchen we have. I was inspired by an article I read in one of the broadsheet newspapers about Harrogate Food Angels. They did an interview with the Hairy Bikers, and they had a successful Meals on Wheels scheme that had been launched since 2012. So I went across and had a look, went out on a couple of rounds, and I was blown away really just by what an impact it had on the clients, and just how much the clients got out of just seeing that friendly face every day and being able to provide a hot meal.
Brilliant.
Okay.
So who is it for? So the Meals on Wheels, who is it for?
Essentially, anybody that wants a meal really. There could be a few reasons for that. You could struggle with mobility, you might find it difficult to go shopping. In the current climate you might even be self-isolating or shielding. Or even just sometimes if you live on your own it's difficult to cook for one. And essentially just because you can, and we're offering the service to anybody that wants it.
Cool, and it's a nice friendly face, isn't it, as well? I suppose if you're not seeing anybody in these weird times, somebody to drop off a meal, it's nice to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody.
We're going to recruit a dedicated team of volunteer drivers that come out and deliver the meals every lunchtime. They'll do basic welfare checks while they're in the property as well, just to make sure you're okay and everything's okay. And obviously leave you a lovely, delicious meal that we'll made back at the hospice.
Lovely, and it will be delicious because the food is lovely.
Thank you.
So how does it work? So what will the process be for anybody who wants
Okay,
it?
so anybody that's interested, if you contact the hospice through family support or even reception, we'll come out to see each individual. We'll talk about the likes and dislikes. We've got a 28-day rolling menu that's going to go out. So we'll go through the choices there, and once those choices have been booked, then your meals will come out as you've requested over the next 28 days. The meals will start being delivered from about 11:45 in the morning and should be at the latest by about 12:45. There will be an option to add on an evening meal tray, which will then cover your whole meal, your whole day's eating requirements.
Lovely. So what kind of meals are you offering? Can you give us an idea of some of the meals?
Yeah, essentially it's just going to be tasty, homemade, wholesome cooking. Kind of meat and 2 veg really, so there'll be lots of roast dinners, roast potatoes, fresh vegetables, lovely old school puddings, so sponge and custard, rice puddings. We're also going to offer a vegetarian dish every day, and then salad options as well, so there's a great deal of variety there for you every day.
Yeah, nice. And are the meals freezable? So if somebody doesn't want to eat the hot meal at lunch, maybe later on, can they freeze the meals?
Yes, we've got some specially designed trays that are made of paper. They're kind of cool to the touch, but they keep the meal hot. Because the meals are made fresh each day, once we deliver the meals, it can be eaten there and then, which we hope most people will do. But equally, they can be then refrigerated, kept for up to 2 days in the fridge, and then reheated in either a conventional oven or microwave, and they're good to go in the freezer as well, and just defrost and then reheat as and when required.
Great. And for this, how much, because there is going to be a cost, isn't there? So could you tell us the cost of the meals?
Yeah, absolutely. So the cost of a 2-course meal will be £6. There will be an option to add on an evening meal tea tray, which will consist of sandwiches, a savoury, and a cake as well for £3.75. So it's quite reasonable. It's going to be, let's say, 2 courses delivered to your door, fresh home cooked meal every day. Any profits that we do receive from this will go directly back into Pendleside, back into patient care.
Great. Well, I think that's it's going to be exciting, I think, to start this, and I'm sure it's going to be very popular with quite a lot of people.
Yeah, we think so. Yeah, there's lots of people out there that are socially isolated.
Yeah,
some people don't have a lot of friends to network with, and family that perhaps live out of town. And it's just going to provide that social interaction, and it provides loved ones the reassurance that somebody's going to check in on perhaps an elderly, vulnerable relative every day.
Great. Okay, so I think you mentioned at the beginning, didn't you, just to get in touch with the hospice if you're interested in the Meals on Wheels. Is there an email address if anybody wants to email?
Yeah, a couple of options really. We've got a dedicated email address, which is mealsonwheels@pendleside.org.uk, or you can contact reception or family support, and we'll take your details and we'll get back to you and make an appointment to come out and see you.
Great. Well, thank you, Mark.
Okay, thank
and
you.
We'll see you all later.
Thank you.
Bye.